Thanks for checking out my micro drawings channel. I've got the quarter pencil and my Copic multi-liner for scale there. You can see the tip of that fine point multi-liner. So I'm drawing Ant-Man, and I'm getting started with, boy, it's like the gas mask part of his mask there. So that was the starting point. And then from there, I'm working up and around his head to give myself a base for the rest of the drawing. So again, using the Copic multi-liner black. It's a great one to use. It doesn't smudge later on when I add the color with the Copic sketch marker. So I'm putting the quarter here for scale so you can see how small that is, easily covered up by the quarter at this point. Here's the quarter for scale again, and I'm moving on to my Copic sketch markers now. They've got a broad chisel point and a finer tip point, and that's the one that I'll be using here. And I push that right up to the black line, sometimes leave it a little short. With this Ant-Man and the detail, I'm touching very lightly, barely pushing down, looking right at the end of the marker. It's just a very fine tip, and so sometimes I'm just letting it barely touch so that the ink doesn't bleed into the paper very much at all. So usually I use Copic sketch markers, but with this picture I had to use a Micron 005 for some of the red markings there. It just, there's not enough space to use that Copic sketch marker, but the Micron lets me have some controlled color in there. So I'll go mainly with the Copic sketch markers, but had to bring that Micron in for a little bit. So I'm getting near the end of the drawing here and the coloring of it. I've used quite a few shades of gray, probably 5 different shades of gray, 4 different reds, and then blended them together. So a lot of extra work and detail and blending on this guy. And actually, once I signed it here, you'll see in a little bit, I signed my initials and thought I was done, but I did a little bit more touch-up work, so you can see in the still photo at the end of the video. Thanks again for checking out the channel. Please consider subscribing and sharing if you haven't.